Hey everybody, this is Living History 66, and today I thought I would do a little video on my latest pickups and additions to my military collection. Today, don't have a whole lot, not that I'm not looking, it's just that I can't really find anything that's really, worth making a deal on, or too expensive, or too far away. But, luckily, I have gotten my hands on some things. And we're going to start off today with this. This is a piece, my first piece of trench art, actually. And I bought this at a flea market, and I spotted this a couple tables away sitting on the ground. So I rushed over to it because I noticed, the belt here on the outside. And I ran over it and I picked it up, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. I didn't realize that these, cartridges are wrapped around a old ration can that has definitely seen better days, but that's okay. But I picked it up and I'm like, wow, this is a piece of trench art. And I'm looking at it, and the guy walks by and he just goes, you can just take that, the thing's stupid and ugly. And I was like, wait a second. So I walked over and I double checked with the guy. I'm like, you don't want, like $5 or something for it, like anything? He's like, nope, just take it. And he goes, I had a bunch of these and things like this, from a guy that I deal with, and blah blah blah, and they're just stupid, so you can just take it. And I honestly was ready to just go at that point, because I was like, wow, this is so exciting, like I'm set, like this is all I need for today, piece of trench art for free. And looking at the bottom here, all of these cartridges are stamped either 1969 or 1970. Most of them are 69. I think this one right here is the only one that's marked 70. But still, Vietnam era little piece of trench art. So I thought that was really cool. And also at the flea market, while I was browsing, I found these two pieces right here, this Garrison Cap and this pocket Bible. And these were both sitting together, just like this. And I asked the guy how much he wanted for it, and he asked if I was a collector, and I told him yeah. And he said $5. And I was like, awesome, perfect. I asked if he knew anything about them. He said that they belonged to the same person. Now, if we look at the pocket Bible, awesome design on the front, strength for service to God and country. And if we open it up, we have the national anthem here. Presented to Benny Giovenca, looks like, by Reverend, I want to say that's Fluster S. Hodgson. And dated post-World War II, June 27th, 1946. Okay. But very cool. All the pages still intact. There's even a little, marker here where I'm not sure if, Mr. Giovenco was the last person to hold this or whatnot, but I'm still going to keep the bookmark right here. And pretty cool in the back. You have America the Beautiful, America, the Pledge of Allegiance, movable special days with a couple blank pages of paper in here, but still, that's a, little pocket-sized Bible, and I don't have one of these, so, I saw the date in that, and I had to pick it up. Now, the Garrison Cap, don't get me wrong, is a very nice piece. No tears, no rips, nothing like that. But the name stamped on the inside, you can see it says D. Christensen. Maybe you can see that, but it says D. Christensen is stamped on the inside, which is nice because it's named, it's stamped. But Christensen, Giovenca doesn't seem like the same person. But either way, both of those for $5. I can't complain too much. So, this is my second Garrison Cap, and happy to add that to the collection. Now, right over here, I've got these and this flotation bladder here yesterday. I got more patches. And starting over here, this is a World War II original. This is a Ports of Embarkation stamp. Right there. And that is a good-sized patch, too. And this is the 19th Corps. Also World War II. This one I've been kind of looking for a little bit here. This is the Alaskan Defense Command. I really like the look of that one. That one's pretty cool. This one, this is Anti-Aircraft Command, and it looks like it was taken off of a jacket because you can see the crease right down the middle here. So I'm guessing that this was taken off of a service jacket or something like that, because the service store, or the sorry, the surplus store that I go to, actually bought the entire inventory of another surplus store because the owner passed away. So they have over 1,000 something patches there. So I had to go and check it out, and I'm happy I did because I found this, which is the 77th Division, the Statue of Liberty Division, and it is a greenback, which is my first greenback. I don't have any of these. I have plenty of snowbacks, but I do not have a greenback patch, so I was happy to find that. And I do not have 77th Division either, so that fills in another spot. And I also found this, which is a U.S. Marine Corps flotation bladder. Maximum buoyancy when inflated. The Firestone Rubber and Latex Products Company. There's the contract number, and there's the date, June 29th, 1944, which is really cool. I think I got this for $15. Yep, $15. Never seen any of these, you know, at any of the places that I've gone, so I, you know, had to pick it up. It's got the two chest straps, one on the top, one on the bottom. The rubber tube is still in awesome condition, no cracks or anything like that. And what you would do is you would inflate it, and then you would bend it, and it would go into that loop right there, so it would kind of stay, you know, inflated. So that is really cool. Happy to have a piece of USMC military to add. And right here, this isn't exactly new. I've had this for a while. Forgot I had it though. Also, I was gonna get rid of this. I was gonna sell it, you know, and just because I thought that this was a more modern gas mask, I thought this would have been 80s, maybe 90s gas mask. You know, I wasn't exactly sure, and I'm really glad that I didn't. It is stamped, you know, or marked US on the top, and this down here is dated with 1969 right there, and on the side the mask itself is 1968. This is a MSA M17, I believe A1 gas mask. So these were used in Vietnam. So they're really happy that I didn't get rid of this. After doing some research today, you know, cleaning out the war room, making space for more things and whatnot, and I found this in one of the totes that I have of, you know, extra stuff. And what's really cool about this is this little hose right here is actually for drinking. You got this hose that comes right off the top, and a little lever right here. Now this lever, if we flip this around, connects to a straw, which is that black hose right there with a white tip on it. And if you move this lever on the front, that actually moves the straw towards your mouth, and then you let go and it goes back. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it to focus and maybe get it to open up. And it's a little touchy, but this other little hose is in the way. There we go. But it moves. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm happy I didn't throw those out, or this out rather. But let me get this back in here. Everything, you know, is still in decent shape with this and whatnot. So I'll have to put this up, maybe do a little setup with a helmet and the gas mask and everything, because this is just, it's really cool. Lenses are a little discolored, you know, they kind of have a yellowish, you know, orangish tint to them, but I really like it. After finally knowing what it is and doing research, I'm not going to throw this out. I'm not going to, you know, sell it or get rid of it or anything like that. And last but not least, this isn't exactly something military, but it is still something pretty cool. I work on siding for a living, and we are currently doing a house that was built in 1845. You know, this is definitely the oldest house I have ever worked on, or, you know, I did a house that was built in 1860, but this one is built 15 years earlier. And we were tearing off the siding and tearing out an attic window because they were going to replace the window and turn it into a vent. And I found this sitting on top of the windowsill inside the siding. And I, you know, saw it from this angle and thought, oh my gosh, it's either a newspaper, because I found newspapers and things like that in, you know, in the walls of houses and whatnot. And I pulled it out, and it was way dirtier than this, but this is actually an old notebook, and the front of it is just awesome. All the little details and everything. You have the devil and an angel crossing what looks to be like a feather, and I'm not even sure what that is. Honestly, I need to clean this up more, but really cool. You have like a daytime on this side and a nighttime on that side, and it says notes. So I couldn't wait to open it up. You know, and I'm not sure what this sticker is inside. You know, my first guess was, wow, this is a 1787 notebook. But after looking through it, it is in fact not 1787. You know, I just got my hopes up. This is actually like a little chalkboard notebook, which I thought was really interesting. And it's got a whole bunch of numbers on it. Must be when they had renovated the house, because the date on it is April 5th, 1896, and April 3rd, 1896. So it was built in 1845, you know, so they must have renovated it in 1896. But, I mean, all the chalk is still legible, not smeared or anything like that, and there's still a couple of blank, you know, sheets of it. So, I found that, and my day was made. I had a good day at work that day. So, but that will conclude today's video on my additions to my military collection. And again, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and everything like that. I will be making more videos in the near future here. I have a lot of stuff to cover. But until then, you guys take care. Have a good day.